Welcome in guys, I'm Josh and I'm a web designer and I specialise in GSAP and Elementor. So if you like what you see, be sure to give us a like and a sub. So today, specifically, we're going to be tackling how to do the 3-card flip that I've set up here. And then once you know how to do it from the ground up, you can customise it. Now, this is part of a bigger site that I'm working on, which I'll go through part by part on YouTube. But you'll see here, you get some nice flip and drag GSAP animations, scroll triggers, masks as well. And you're going to get access to all this type of work here on YouTube. I will include all the files for you, so you can go ahead and access these and then follow along from the ground up, and you'll have exactly the same result as this one here today. Let's go ahead and get started. What I'm going to do first is just delete this entire thing, so we have a blank page, and then you can follow along with exactly what I'm doing and get the same result. We are going to add a new container and we're going to make it vertical, and we're going to give it a pixels of 1440 right here. We're going to make sure the justify content is center and the align items is center as well. And while we're here as well, let's just go ahead and for now just give it 100 view height as well. So make sure you go to style and go to background here, and we're going to give it a photo. And then select the blurred blob BG right there. So it should look something like this. Now here I'm just going to set to center. Then I'm going to click no repeat and display size. Let's click cover. Okay, and while we're here, if you go to background overlay, so not background but background overlay, and then you click on the next image that I provided here, so this picture of the wall here, and then select that. You want to turn the opacity down to maybe 0.05, make it really small. Pretend it's one of those games where it's asking you to adjust the contrast and so you can barely see it, right? That's what I'm going for there, because you just want to add some depth to the background that we've already got. Now what I'm going to do is click the 6 little dots at the top and then click on add element, where we're going to add another container here. Now I'm just going to make sure everything is aligned center. Then I'm going to add 2 headings within here. So go ahead and click add element and then throw your heading in there. Now I'm just going to customize this really quick. So for those of you who want to know just really quickly what I did, typography is set to Inter, size 84, 600 bold, uppercase, and I centered it as well. Then just simply duplicate this and customize the second header here too. Again, I just customized this. If you want to know what it is, I've added the title and then a line breaks the arrow, so that's why they're separated like that. In terms of style, I've gone for Inter 42, 300 light. It's all capitalized and 58 line height on that. We're going to really quickly add a nice little ease effect with GSAP to our title, a second heading here. So to do that, really simple, click add element and type in HTML. Now click the HTML box here, so paste in the code from the link I've provided for you here. Okay, so what I've done here is I've called our HTML ease button on the right hand side so we know what's inside. Then again, just go to that link, copy and paste the code that I've just added here and click publish, preview, and we'll see if it's worked, which it has. So it just means the secondary heading here really pulls the viewer's eye into that. So once you've done that, let's get onto the main draw of the video. So we're going to click the 6 little dots. Let's go ahead and add another HTML widget here, but this time we'll call it cards. Okay, now for this, go ahead and grab that code from the link and simply copy and then paste it in like that. Now mine is pre-made to work like this because the files that you'll see on the left hand side I've already inputted into this for you to replace. But to work along with you right now, I'm going to go ahead and delete these and then show you exactly how to insert what you need. So I've deleted those images right there so we can do it together. So let's go ahead and do that. So if you go back to your WordPress dash and then go to media, so within your media here, if you click add new file and then select all the 6 card files right here and then click open, you'll see them upload to your WordPress. Now leave this page up and duplicate the tab and go ahead and go back to where you were making that page. Great. So I'm going to go ahead and find the front card 1. So that's front card 1. Copy that to clipboard and go. So you'll see on the left here, it's card 1 first, right? So within this, if you go to where it says image class, card front, and if you go to where it says SRC here, which is the source, and you go between the double quotation marks and then just paste in that first one from the clipboard, you'll see it appears like that. Now we're going to do the same for the rest of them. So I'm going to go through this quickly, but you'll still be able to follow along. So the next one, we take the back and we go again to the source here, and then between the double quotation marks, paste that in. Now you won't be able to see anything, but now that is going to make that back of the card have something on it when it's flipped. Again, we'll go for the front card too. Paste that in. And then the back of the card here, we'll go again and then paste that in. And we've got one more left, so we'll go ahead and get the front of the card. And again, between the double quotation marks in source, and then the back of that as well. Let's just paste that in there. Great, so the last thing to do to make this work is if you just click within the HTML code, give it an enter, and then paste in those two things right here. Now these are the GSAP ScrollTrigger and flip on the CDN. So this is really how you're installing GSAP in a way to make this all work, right? What we do need to do is make sure on the advanced and padding, make sure you give it 200 pixels to the bottom on padding and 100 pixels to the top on padding. Now at this point, when you go ahead and preview it, you should have all three cards flip this way. What I've just done is removed the bottom padding from this heading right here on the main container. If we preview that, you should have something that works like this. So the cards should all flip around with the space they've got right now. If you, however, do want this to work on mobile, I can show you how to do that. Okay, so for the mobile version, simply duplicate your card's HTML here, and we're going to call it mobile cards so we know exactly what it is, like that. Just go ahead, copy and paste in the mobile version from the link to this, like I've just done here. Now again, if you remember how we filled out the source between the double quotations for front and back, that's all you have to do again. So if you just fill these out like this, I'm not going to do this for this because you've already done it for the first set, so you know how to do it at this point. So how this will look now when you click the mobile version, something like this. So ignore the top one, that is our desktop one, and we can remove this. So this is our mobile cards. Now if you click on the advanced tab with the HTML and just quickly center it, it's perfect already. That's all you need, right? And you can see the mobile cards on a phone like this. However, there is one last thing we need to do to make this work properly, so it removes the desktop version and uses the mobile version only. If we go to HTML here and add a new HTML, and I'm going to call it mob blocker, so I know exactly what this is, and then go ahead, take the code and put it on screen for you. You know where it is, and then paste it into there. We should have a working card flip on both desktop and mobile. So the last thing for us to do, if we go to our main cards here, click advanced and responsive, and just make sure on hide on mobile portrait is turned on. Click publish, and then we can go check this out on mobile and desktop. So I've opened this in a new tab for you to see. So this is our desktop version, works great with the scroll trigger, and we'll go ahead and check our mobile version out. So let's just load this. So the first one loads as we scroll, second one, third one. So if you're wondering how it looks on tablet, I'll show you here. So if we go to, let's say, the iPad Air here, you'll see that the tablet version is the desktop version, and that works great on there. So if you have enjoyed the video, please make sure you do give it a like and consider subscribing, because I'm going to make more content and show you how to do scroll triggers like this, masks like that, drag, flip, stuff like this, interactive website with stuff to reveal the background like that, and little scroll triggers and animations that you can do that I'll just walk you through as well and make it as easy as possible. These videos are aimed towards you being able to get the most out of just copy and pasting something and getting a really nice high-end animation out of it, right? So again, just let me know what you think, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheers guys, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.